Shalom, Chaim Malespin, that's me, here with the Aliyah Return Center at the Sea of Galilee, getting some R&R from the front lines of this war. Rest and relaxation? Well, no, that too, but return and restoration of Israel, R&R. That's what I do. But I want to throw a famous quote at you. You know, Churchill, the guy with the top hat, the Englishman. So he says that the government had to choose between war and shame, and they chose shame, and they're going to get war as well. And I think about that in the context of the Biden administration. I want to ask a question to you, and please write in the comments. I want to ask you a question. Is Biden trying to prevent Israel from completing the job for us to destroy Hamas? Is he trying to stop us from completing that? It's indeed a choice between war and shame, because allowing a genocidal Nazi zombie apocalypse, massacring, mutilating force to regroup, that's shameful. To carry out yet again, that is shameful. Not to mention the information gradually coming out about Iran's involvement, maybe even Russia's involvement, I don't know, on the massacre, and they want to do more of it. So Israel's supposed to just say, hey, well, here's a state, here's a Palestinian state. They already have Jordan. There's another element of, and I want to ask you, what do you think? Is there maybe another element of choosing shame over war and saying we can get out of war by capitulation? We know that Biden's really scared of losing the pro-Palestinian vote. That's a big thing for the Democratic Party. And there's even a joke going around, you've probably heard it, saying he's working on a two-state solution. Michigan and Nevada, two states that Biden's working on. He knows that he needs to get those states, though, to have a chance against Trump in the general election, which is less than a year from now. And this whole choice of standing strong bravely for Israel and saying, yes, go into Rafah, overthrow Hamas. That's what's righteous. That's what's needed. Be bold. Or to choose shame, to cower back, to choose, you could choose a short and narrow political calculation over historic justice, the kind of justice he seemed to be on board with when he brought all those destroyers here. He's like, you guys need to finish this, you guys need to do this. I'm a Zionist. So I'm asking the question, okay? So I want to propose a scenario to you right now. Imagine if President Biden would declare, I know the war against Hamas is hurting my campaign, but it's the right thing to do at the moment. If he would have said that, been like really open, I wouldn't be surprised if a movement of conservatives, even evangelicals, the kinds that would not normally vote for Trump, would say, you know what, I commend him for this. I think he's just being honest. He's saying, I'm going to vote for him because he's standing up. But if he just chooses shame instead, as a result, he's going to get a political war from the pro-Palestinian side, who are still unhappy about his choices, how much he stands with Israel still. Democrats who stand with Israel and are devastated by Biden's treatment with Israel will also be mad at him. So we got to pray for a turnaround for the U.S. and also pray as individuals and as people of faith everywhere in the world. Whenever we're faced with the options to choose shame and like capitulation instead of war, well, you got to take a stand and say, if I perish, I perish, but I'm going to stand up for what's right. I'm going to speak out for what's right. May God empower us to choose what's right and not to choose shame. We are called to be warriors. We are called to stand up for what's right and continue to defend the defenseless. They've been through enough. They've been through enough on the northern border and the southern border of Israel. We got to complete the job right now.